What's going on YouTube? And as you can see, I'm back in the home kingdom again. We have been kicked out of zone 4. Well, I think there's a little bit of territory over there, but I got home from class and I didn't feel like fighting. So I just teleported back to home kingdom. But that is besides the point. But today I'll be checking out one of the craziest KVK2s I've ever seen. Of course, that is 3777's KVK2. And let me show you guys the map and explain how this KVK is working right now, because it is actually crazy. So this KVK started off as a standard 4v4. It was top left, top middle, middle left, middle bottom versus bottom left, bottom right, middle right, and top right. That was the 4v4. However, Blue 73 has betrayed their alliance and went over to the other side, so it became a 3v5. And then the passes opened. And as you guys saw, both of 77's allies, which is pink, got locked. They're zone locked. So we have 84 down here and 74 up top corner. And they are both zone locked, which leaves 3777 and a 1v5. They have to fight purple, orange, yellow, red, and blue to win this KVK. And that's not all. I got word that 74 and 84, the two kingdoms that got zone locked, have a lot of their players migrating back to play KVK2 again. They don't want to be zone locked for the rest of KVK, and a lot of their players just decided to repeat, which is totally fair. And that is insane. I've never seen a KVK work like this. I think passes open up very soon, guys. I think on Friday, correct me if I'm wrong, Friday passes open, and I will definitely be spectating this live. This is going to be one of the craziest KVKs ever. Can 3777 1v5. Now, my predictions on this is no. But before I give you my predictions, let's actually go into the KVK map, because I do have an account in 3777 that Shion gifted me. And I'm going to log on to that account and show you guys the leaderboards. And boom, as you can see, I have entered the map and I'm in pink zone. Now, I think this account got turned into a farm for the kingdom, so that's good. That didn't go to waste. And as you can see, we're here. Also, we can see some of the battles that went on. There's one happening up here at Ruins. But let's check out the kingdom leaderboards. So this is for the entire KVK, and looking at Alliance's powers, starting off with 72. 72 with 6.8 billion power. Holy. Of course, they got the star in KVK 1. Now, I actually don't know much about this kingdom, but I know that there's some big whales in this kingdom. As you can see, a couple 100 million players off the rip. SVIP right there. Another SVIP. So at least 2 SVIPs in the kingdom. And that is pretty crazy. As you can see, there's a lot of T5s. I don't even think this might be one of the strongest KVK2s I've ever seen. My KVK2s were not this crazy, at least I don't think so. But as you can see, a very, very strong main alliance in 72. Let's look at 77's main alliance. This is Bomb Squad. And obviously this is a very strong alliance as well. And they have Bala Pookie, an SVIP. Now the KP will be a little bit lower in the 3777 side, because I believe their KVK had around 3 hours of fighting. I don't know about 72's KVK, because they might have had more fighting. But taking a look at the main alliance here. Now, I did have an account in this kingdom, so I do recognize some of the players, such as Bala, who I did watch push for Zenith, I believe, for the Archer skin. So that's pretty cool that they're still around. Taking a look at the third alliance. This is 3777's second alliance, and this is the alliance that I was in. Boom Boom. Now, this is also Apocalypse Gaming's alliance for his restart, and there's a lot of familiar faces. If you guys know a lot about the game, you know that Bad Queen was from 2377, has a restart account here. Ruz has an account here. I believe this is Ruz's only account at this moment, because he had an old account, but he stopped playing, so Ruz is here. I've recognized Tom, and there he is, Mr. Boom. That's Apocalypse Gaming's restart account. And honestly, second alliance is looking really, really strong. They have 2 main alliances in this kingdom, and hey, they take the second and third place in the KVK. And then 72's second alliance is 4th. So it goes 72, 77, 77, 72. That is just insane. This is going to be an insane KVK to watch, and I am going to be spectating this. Even though it's KVK2 and there's only KVK2 commanders, it's still going to be fun. As you can see, very strong second alliance. There's a 100 mil power player here who also got the Zenith skin. And yes, a little bit weaker than the main alliance. Obviously, the power is lower, but very strong second alliance from 72. And then 77's third alliance is up there as well. So 77 has 3 alliances in the top 6. And of course, 74 is also on the allied side of 77. So this would be an interesting zone 6 to watch. Now looking at alliance kills, obviously 72 is going to be way higher, but I'll show you guys this so you can see what it changes to, because I will definitely do an update for this kingdom, because I've done a couple videos here. But But as you can see, 72, 74, and then 77. 74 is up here because they had a 2v1 or 1v2 in their zone 5, which they did unfortunately lose. But hey, that was a pretty good fight. As you can see, they gained 34 billion KP off of it. Let's look at the individual powers. These are the hardest hitters in the KVK. We have Soidas. We got Diddy. Hey, yo. Did I Stutter with 141. We got Raging Blade. And then we get to 77's Ballad Pookie. Back to 72. 72 has 5 accounts out of the top 6. It's crazy. 4 of those accounts are over 100 million power. So as you guys can tell, 72 has a lot of hard hitters. Looking at the individual kills. 4.6 billion? Who is this? Zebo. I've not heard of him, but he's obviously a migrant. He migrated back. Looking at the account age, I believe an account in this native kingdom would be 199. So it's pretty old, a lot younger than mine, but still older than the kingdom. We have a 194 with 2 billion here, a 199. See, this is the native. 199 native SVIP with 2 billion, 199 native SVIP with 1.8 billion, and yeah. The KP is crazy. Honestly, 74 is a lot of, whoa, 43 million power with 1.6 billion. That's very impressive. That's very impressive. Oh my god, a 200, a 200, 1.4 billion. So these accounts are pretty good. So that was a little bit of a look at the power. Now let's take a look at the honor, because I'm actually curious who's doing the best in honor right now. Individual, I won't know any of these players, but that's around the honor points before zone 6 opens. Let's look at the alliance. So 72 is in first, and then 77, and then 77 again. Looking at the kingdom, of course 3777 is gonna be first because they have 2 really strong and active alliances. So that is this KVK. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to win? And is this the strongest KVK 2 or the most competitive KVK 2 you've ever seen? Obviously ours in 26 was really strong and competitive, and same with 85. But since the change where players can't migrate back anymore, is this the strongest one you've ever seen, or have you seen stronger? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm actually super curious, because this looks absolutely insane. I honestly have, if I was a betting man, I would bet on 72 winning this. They have the 5v1 against 77. Now obviously once 77 starts fighting, these 2 corner kingdoms will probably push out and do as much damage as they can, but it's just too difficult to really do that much when you're this locked. Now, I will say it is not impossible for 77 to win this, because in our KVK, we did a 1v5 and we made the other kingdoms give up. Now, we didn't have as strong of an opponent. 72 is way stronger than 35 back then, but hey, this is still going to be a very interesting KVK. And I will try to spectate this. I believe the zone opens on Friday, so I'll try to get this going and spectate it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Drop your predictions down in the comment who you guys are thinking to win, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.